Nigga, the Alamo joints, the Alamo fries, man.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's just
It
fire,
looks like
right?
he's like
We live though, right?
he's about to get the grease on the computer over there.
Hey, it's vegan. Ain't no grease, right? I don't think they fry shit, right?
Hey man, hey,
Whatever,
don't matter if it.
man.
Hey, vegan get greasy too, man.
They do? I wouldn't know. They be eating tofu and shit, man.
It be
I don't
different
know.
type of
Do you
grease.
fry tofu?
It be the healthy grease.
Just vegan grease. Is that a thing? Whatever, man. Yo, what's good, y'all? I'm Que Cee. No artist info in the mix and all of that. I'm with the big dog, Isaac Sawyer, man. You know, producer. What's the list? Visual artist.
I just at this point
You
I
got a
just say
lot.
creator. I just say creator. I
Entity.
create things. I express myself in many different forms or whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
Inspiration in many ways. I actually got one of your pieces hanging in my room to this day. It was I think it was the 2016 Brooklyn Wildlife Summerfest.
Oh, where? Yes,
Remember
yes,
that?
yes.
Hell yeah,
yes,
bro.
Yes.
You
Man,
know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think back, I'm like, I should have made it a thing every year, but it was a labor. I had sat there. I was like, I didn't go nowhere. I was in the backyard all fucking night.
Yeah.
It didn't see nobody. I was just like, oh, next person,
Labor intensive.
next person. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. You know what I'm saying?
That was around the year. That was the year that I was like, I'm totally doing just art, art life all day, and I was just trying to make it. I was scraping.
Yeah, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, he was an inspiration in a lot of ways, bro. I met you through Brooklyn Wildlife.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? First of all, shout out to the shirt, Brooklyn Wildlife,
Woo, woo, woo.
Black Land Ownership. Definitely look it up and support it if you can. Also, get your no artist info gear and shit. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Met you through Brooklyn Wildlife, all of that
Yep.
shit. I didn't even know you were a rapper until I saw you at like EO Dub.
Yeah, it's funny.
And you washed me up.
Nah, man. It's funny. I do put the rap hat on randomly. Mike Larry Draw, big up to Anomaly Conglomerate fam. He tells me,
Facts.
Isaac, you gotta rap more. And even my wife, she's like, you need to put some more raps out there and then do your rap thing because people love that shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm doing the beats right now. I love doing the beats right now. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. What is it about what is it about, like, you wanting to put rap on the back seat more and focus
You know
on the
what?
beats? Like,
It's
what is
not
it
even-
about that?
It's
that-
not even like
that grabs
backseat
you
thing.
more?
It's just that like as an artist, like I was telling you, as a creator, I'm I go through periods where like
I get you.
I was like I was draw and paint more at one period, and then then rapping and poetry was a period, and it's like not these periods aren't ending. It's
I get
just
you.
kind of like juggling,
Yeah.
and then whatever inspires me at the time or whatever.
Yeah, it's like cyclical in a sense.
Yeah, and then like even like now working with Keita P. Shout out Keita P Music.
It's the big dog.
And I'm like putting on like an R&B, like actually producer hat, like producing actual records, you know what I mean? So not just beat making, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Right.
So like
You-
it's all saucing it up, putting the sauce in
a
it.
little bit of sauce on it. What are some things you like to use to make beats, like hardware, software?
I always like to use like organic things, like I'll make stuff just out of the kitchen. I'll grab some rice and maybe get the forks and knives and the glass, and then like for a while I was using Reason, and then I graduated to like Logic a little bit, and then using my SP, and you'll see later on I'm doing the looper, working with the looper a lot. I just fell in love with the looper. I was like kind of already doing that with GarageBand when I first got my laptop from my friend, and like basically doing the same thing. And then when the RC came out, I was like, I was doing that. I'm doing that already. So this is making it easier, my workflow easier. So yeah.
Oh, it makes your workflow easier
Yeah,
having
yeah.
the SP.
Yeah, the SP and the RC.
RC.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
those two separate.
SP, RC.
Oh, the
Yeah.
like you would see like beatboxers use like something like the SC, right?
Yeah, so the RC is it's called the RC 505 loop station, which is through what's it called? I can't. I think it's not coming to me right now. Roland.
Roland.
Let me see. So my friend JR Beatbox in Las Vegas. Shout out Las Vegas. He was using it, and I was just like, man, I need that. I need to invest in that, because he was killing it out there in Vegas, doing like straight up DJ gigs with just beatboxing and acapellas And he's still getting booked to this day, just straight up, just and just killing it.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Talk about low overhead.
Yeah, exactly. Man, he was just out here in New York for a private gig. I was like, what happened? He was like, yeah, they took my phone and everything. I couldn't say it. I was like, whoa, killing it.
You know you get in that bag when you're not allowed to even bring your phone in.
And getting flown out just for the day.
I need to take some notes,
Yeah.
man. You know, holla at the big dog, man. Lincoln. Nah.
You can find him at JR Beatbox. Go ahead and ask him some questions. Tell him I sent you.
Copy,
No.
yo. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what the RC is.
Yeah, the RC505 is the loop station joint.
So you use the SP in conjunction with the RC joint.
Yeah, and then once again, Mike Larry Draw, he was like, yo, you got to get an SP. I was like, maybe.
He's
like, yo, you
SP
got to
right
get
now.
that. And I was like, I got to get that. And as soon as I was like, I could put all my beats in each cube? I've never, wow. Yeah, that was, and then just like being able to trigger it like a MPC, but it's like it's compact, so you don't have to bring a big ass MPC. I mean, now that they have the travel, the MPC live, but still the SP is still like doot doot doot.
Yeah, it's a great size, man.
Yeah.
Like for any gig, and you like, oh, I can only bring this or that.
So I'm doing the teaching artist thing now, and the kids are like, how much is that? They're like, can I have that? Why can I get that? Because it looks like a little toy to them, and it's the lights and stuff
Until they
like
hit
that.
a price point.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
go, oh.
I don't even like to get. I'm just like, and just invest. I just invested in myself. Kind of like, oh. But this other thing too is like they don't know that there's like no sounds in there, so it's like it's the labor. You got to put sounds in there, just like the MP, and like
MP.
just like the MPC.
MPC.
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
What's the difference between like an MPC and the SP?
So
like,
the,
fundamentally,
the MPC is basically it's older. Not older, but it has man, it's hard to say. The pads are larger. It's a way different workflow. I love the MPC. When I first got my first MPC years ago, I couldn't sleep. Like there was times my girlfriend at the time, I was like sleeping, and it was like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. I was thinking of samples. I was just like, oh, I got this record, and I would like straight up wake up and go, oh shit, ta-da, MPC. Like that shit was drug. That shit was drugs.
I might have to look into that and see what's going on with that, man.
Yeah,
Cause I be DJing and shit, so like, they got the cue points with the pads and whatnot. So they kind of introduce you to the concept.
Dope. That is dope. There's some people that kill that thing.
Yeah, especially anybody that produces first and then begin to DJ. They
Yeah.
already got the mechanics and the thinking.
Yeah.
And preparing loops and stuff like that down. So like, I've seen people that are producers. I remember the first beat battle, the first verses between Swiss Beats and Just Blaze.
Right.
And Just Blaze, he would play the original track.
Yes.
And he already assigned the cue points to the pads.
Yes.
And he would just do that shit live, and I was
Killing
like,
it.
"Oh my god, I didn't even know you can do that."
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yep.
That was mad cool. I remember, but yeah, just going to one of the highlights, of recent highlights, of like our friendship and peers as artists and whatnot was the Money Train. Last time I think the last time I saw you, last time I saw you, it was here, right when the pandemic was relatively new.
Right.
We did the thing for the outdoors. For
That's
those
right.
who was around for that, shout out to
That
y'all.
was a vibe.
And then before that, I think it was the Money Train.
Yep.
Can you tell me a little bit about that experience? 'Cause that shit was nuts.
So that was part of my crew that I'm a part of, and Mike. Once again, Mike Larry Draw.
Big
he's
dog.
just a super mastermind, super creative, and he had an idea and he brought it to the crew, and we all kind of like put our minds together and it's just straight organized. And what's crazy is like me and Mike are super similar, where like I already have my speaker and my battery pack ready to go out and busk, and then he had his battery pack and his speaker, so he was like, yo, let's combine and get, you know what I'm saying? And we had like this rolling cart that we had to rent from this one spot. And anyway, I'm not going the sauce away. No, you can't rent it. You can't rent that thing.
Can't rent what?
No, the rolling cart.
Oh, somebody was trying to rent it?
No, I'm just,
It's a longer story.
I'm going on a tangent like I always do. Anyway, so yeah, we planned that thing out, and we did it 3 times successfully. The first time was Harlem to Union Square, which was Liddy. That was the one you was at.
fire.
And they had Mandela Eskia, Black Zeus.
Big dog.
We had Jaw. We had Keenan Omari. We had Riser, and he's produced for us. Like, and when I looked at his resume, I was like, yo, and this cat is like rocking with us on the trip, crazy. And then to get his to see him rocking out to my shit, I'm like, yeah, like this dude is.
And that DJ that day was fire. I don't know what was it. You remember the DJ's name from that day?
Oh, that was Suwap.
Suwap.
That's part crew.
Suwap.
That's crew. She just had a baby, so congratulations on
congrats,
Suwap.
yo.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm a huge fan. Like I said, she was killing that shit. First of all, for those who
yes.
don't know, the Money Train is, you could probably catch it on some extra retroactive IG post of mine.
Yeah. You could actually find it. You could put it on. You could go to YouTube and put Money Train Party, and you'll find it.
Yeah, so basically, like, I met up with these motherfuckers. I met up with y'all on 125th Street. I was DJing for Mandela Eskia's performance one night. So I'm already like, he hit me up. He said, yo, you mind DJing for me? I got this performance on 125th Street train station. And I was like, huh? Well, it's Mandela Eskia, so I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? So I had no idea the logistics, how that shit was even going to work.
I didn't know that you didn't know.
I had no idea what was going on.
That's
I'm
so
like,
cool.
that's my man's, whatever. He don't put me in no tough, no crazy spot.
Right.
So I get there. Y'all really had the rack on the wheels with the power source and all of that. And y'all had the SPs and the whatever the fuck else y'all had. And so so I'm DJing. It was a great performance. The crowd was great. You got the randos on there. You performed, a few other folks performed, and then after that, the DJ jumps on, and then Mike Larry draw, and y'all go, all right, yo, we about to go to Union Square with this, and I'm like, what you mean? Y'all literally take the DJ booth that's on the rack with the wheels onto the train, and the DJ is killing it on the train. That shit was amazing.
That was number one, and then number two, we met at the Barclays Center and went all the way down to Coney Island and killed it, and that was really dope. They had Nothing New. We had who else was on there? We had a bunch of really dope people. And then, what was really dope about that is that we had a spot that we were gonna set up at, and we chose not to set up there, and we still had the wheels, and we was like, yo, let's move it over there. And as we was moving, we kept the party going like down the boardwalk,
right?
That shit was like, I think, a super duper highlight for me. I'll never forget that, because like what's crazy is like it almost started as a parade. Like people that we didn't even know like was starting doing flips on the side, and like dudes was popping wheelies on their bikes. We didn't know these people, but it looked like we was all like in unison and just vibing. It was like we was dancing on the way to the other spot. It was lit.
It's crazy being an artist, man, because it's rough being an artist, right? But it's exciting as fuck. Exciting
when you make it.
Fuck.
When you make it.
When you make the thing.
Them some artists is like, I'm an artist. Not gonna do nothing.
Right.
It's like you have a superpower. Go show the world your superpower.
Yeah, that process of going out there and just doing the thing and rolling with the punches can be dumb exciting.
Yes.
And one more thing I'm going to add to the 125th Street Money Train joint. So the DJ gets on there. She's bodying it. She's playing
oh my God!
G-Dep special delivery.
There's so many things we can talk. There's so many things we can talk about on that train. Oh my God! Why this dude come in with a blunt, lit the blunt, and oh my God!
There was a pedestrian.
Had nothing to do with us. Had nothing to do with us, man.
But the function got him so hyped. He was like, "Yo, you know what?" And lit a blunt on the train. Yeah. Beautiful vibes, man. I love this city, bro. I love knowing y'all, man.
Oh my God, that was so good. That was so good.
That shit was lit, bro. OD, man. So yeah, I definitely appreciate those experiences for real, man.
Yeah, man.
One thing I remember we was talking before we knew each other. Like, I found out you from Cali.
From Vegas, Las Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah, word. And you used to do like a festival out there and shit.
I just do a bunch of stuff out there.
I'm sure. I'm sure. And how long you been in New York now?
10 years now.
10 years?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
and you still smile, so that's good, man.
Hey, if you know me, anywhere I go, if I was in Iraq, I'd still be smiling. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just in me, you know. And I have to big that up to my genes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big up Grandpa Sawyer. Big up Abuelita.
Yeah.
Grandma Sawyer. All that. You know, man.
Yeah.
It's strong in the family.
You Abuelita. You Latino?
Puerto Rican and black.
Puerto Rican and black? Hey,
you
know what I'm saying? Shit, you got me thinking about La Marqueta and shit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
and
saying?
my wife should be like, "No, you're black and black." I'm like, "Yeah, no,
Black.
but you gotta say Puerto Rican." Like,
Yeah. Nah, I feel you on that. Like, cause you know I'm from Spanish Harlem and shit. You know what I'm saying? El Barrio and all of that shit. So there was a lot of that out there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's good. That's good. That's a sense of familiarity out there. And shit. And you're gonna be doing like a set for us later on.
That's right.
You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? By the way, we
Not
had
too
Starr
much
on.
later on. Let's get this going.
We better get this shit cracking, right? All right, cool. So you gonna hit us with some loops, some beats, maybe
That's
even
right.
some vocals and all of that if you want.
I think I might.
You're more than welcome.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
really nice, bro. Cool. Is anybody you want to shout out? While we here?
I
Before we
mean,
wrap
shit.
it
I
up?
think I've like shouted out. You know, like the people I work with.
Yeah.
I have to shout them out because that's who I work with. You know, Keita P,
Yeah.
PS the Great, Mike Larry Draw, and everybody in the crew. Jay Hershey, Ja, Keenan Omari. Man, the list go. I mean, you know, Whitey Art. I got 130 guests going on there, so like it's like I can shout out everybody on there too.
I get you. Yeah, and it's like you make you reluctant to do it because you don't want to forget nobody.
Nah, you know,
you feel bad and
it's
shit.
all
But
good, it's all good.
I'll take this opportunity. I do want to shout out Chris Carbrook and Wildlife,
Yes.
Dan Victor for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I Sawyer for sure. OD, Brent Butler, miss you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keita P, the whole Brooklyn Wildlife fan, bro. Nifty, I see you.
Lex.
Drea, I see you. Lex, wow.
Shout out Cali fam.
Oh, there's another thing I want to, before we actually wrap it up, I know I said this before, but there's something that comes up sometimes is like surviving as an artist in New York City.
Yeah.
You have any thoughts or feelings that come up when we talk about the idea of surviving as an artist and maybe what that's been for you, maybe a statement on what that journey has been like for you?
Surviving as an artist, just knowing that that what you have to offer is worth something, and that this is something like something I wrote a while ago on Facebook, and I think I heard somebody say something to the effect. Anyway, so it's just basically, as artists, we are healers, and we develop medicine through our art. And if we're going to keep that medicine will go old and diminish. We have to give it out. It's a must that we have to share it, because the poem or the song that you're not releasing, that's not meant for you. That's meant for somebody else, for their healing. We get healed by the process of the art, but once the art is finished, we need to give that to somebody else so they could feel the healing.
Bars.
It's necessary.
Bars. Word. Actually, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Word. Thank you for sharing that shit. I needed that. And another thing too, being a teaching artist, you have like a good amount of experience doing that, or this something relatively new?
It's relatively new, but like my resume's building on that.
Yeah?
Pretty quickly.
Yeah,
And,
I've dabbled a bit with it. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, it's an awesome thing, man. I
Yeah.
just did some summer school stuff, like with middle school students and high school students, and it's been really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You been working directly with the schools or like through another program?
Through an organization called what's it called? Folk Columbia Escuela. Big up to Jorge, and then also through the what is it called? Settlement. Why can't I think of it right now? Something new settlement.
Sounds familiar.
Damn, I'm trying to. It's not coming. Anyway,
Apologies to y'all.
Shout
New
out to
settlement.
Baba Israel for hooking me up with that, and then also like, a couple of years ago through the Cipher, I did something at the Dream Center, beat making and songwriting workshop. So yeah.
Word, yo. Well, I don't want to hold you up too much. I know we got some work to get in.
Yeah.
and all that, but
Let me get that healing. Let me heal these people
gonna
out here.
have you back. I want to go in a bit deeper, man. But
Yeah,
thank
man.
you so much for coming through, Brody.
Yes.
You know what I mean, want to let people know real quick where they can find you and all that.
Yeah, you could easily find me at I Sawyer Music. That's the letter I, SAWYER Music, at iSawyermusic.com, or on Instagram, iSawyermusic. And if you feel like donating or something, Venmo I Sawyer Music. You know what I'm saying?
Know what I mean? Do what you know what I mean? We got to keep the healers healing out here. All right, again, I'm QC, No Artist Info. Shout out to Dan Victor Productions, man. This is No Artist Info in the mix. Can you please actually get your Russell Simmons on?
This is really beautiful.
to see people, how they've grown, how I've seen you grow, how I'm just like keeping it in the mix. Right? So I just threw that in there. But yeah, guys, listen, Dan Victor does. What's up? Got Que Cee, got Isaac Sawyer. We're here at Starr Bar. No artist info, you know? Yeah, man. I just want to get up on stage.
Hey, do it. That's the feeling. It's all good. It's
Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah.
Hey, he just did a Kanye on it.
The Russell Simmons joint. God bless you and good night.
All right. Hey.
Yo, you have no idea. I was watching Def Jam. Reruns for a while, cause the wife here hooked me up with the Amazon password.
We can cut it.
Yeah, we cut it. Yeah. We doing the coffee talk right now. Yeah, the Def Jam